Hi friends, Zoe here. Today I'm super excited to talk to you because I'm coming to you from my very favorite place in the world, and that is Roma, and that sure means that I have an update for you guys. So let's get started. Alright, so as you guys know, I've been traveling quite a bit the past 3 months. I started off in Europe and then I went over to Canada and I spent some time in Toronto and then with my family in British Columbia, and I've had a quite amazing 3 months and it's been a little bit of a whirlwind, and I wanted to sit down today and I wanted to update you on a few things for a couple of reasons. So one being that I'm just so happy to have such an amazing community here, and I really appreciate all of you following along on my traveling adventures. It truly means the world to me. As I've mentioned before, my travel videos are my very favorite ones to make because it allows me to be creative, and the feedback that I get on that when it's positive, it just makes me so incredibly happy, so I'm so grateful for that. And also the channel is consistently growing, so I just wanted to say welcome to all the new subscribers. If you are a new subscriber, I would love it if you could introduce yourself, because I love to learn more about you guys all the time. So let's get into it a little bit. I wanted to first talk about when I went to Canada, because when I was in Canada, I know a few of you picked up on it and you commented in the videos, and you also took the time to send me thoughtful messages on Instagram because you noticed that I wasn't myself. And I noticed that immediately. I feel like when I got to Toronto, as I mentioned in my travel diary, I found myself in a bit of a funk, and I definitely say that the funk lasted kind of the full 6-7-ish weeks that I was in Canada. I tried my best to stay positive, I tried my best to live in the now, but there were many factors that kind of led me to kind of find myself in this funk. Obviously a couple of the main things being Italy and missing Roma, and I feel like Rome really grants me the inspiration and the creativity that really fuels my content and drives me to be inspired and productive and ambitious. So, and sorry, it's a little bit breezy out here right now, but so I immediately felt that disconnect when I got back to Canada, and I realized that things were much different. And I'm not going to get into too much details about it because it is kind of my personal life, and I also had a lot of work to do in Toronto. I had a lot of clients to catch up with and projects to work on, so I did find myself spreading myself a little bit too thin as I was in that same process finishing up a manuscript for my new minimalism book, which is going to be coming out this next January. So I had found myself being quite busy. I don't really like to use that word, but quite busy in Toronto, or else I would have had, say, a meetup and tried to meet more of you guys. I know that a lot of you had reached out to me on, say, Instagram and Snapchat, and I really wanted to have a meetup with you, but the truth is that I spent the entire month or so in Toronto quite anxious, kind of struggling with anxiety quite a bit, and trying to get myself back to Zoe, I guess. And I know that some of you did notice, and I honestly appreciate your messages so much, and I'm sorry that I kind of relayed those vibes off to you because that's never how I want to present myself. I like being open and honest with you guys, but I never want to project negative or sad energy, so I'm sorry if I did that. And another thing, that being said, is the reason why I wanted to address that is because somebody had reached out to me and they gave me a bit of a hard time on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook about not having a meetup in Toronto. So for the time being, I kind of stopped public messaging on Facebook and Snapchat just because it really upset me, especially when I was in a time where I was not happy with things that were going on in my life and personal things. So yeah, I just wanted to apologize if you were hoping that I would have a meetup, and I promise you the next time that I do come to Toronto, I will try my hardest to have a meetup. And I will soon put my Snapchat and my Facebook back to public messaging just when I know that I'm feeling at a good place. So far so good. I'm back in Italy, and I just spent a few days in Paris with my friend Cheryl from Nonstop Paris. You guys probably know her, and we had an amazing time, and I'm starting to feel back to Zoe again. My inspiration's coming back, and yeah, feeling a lot more positive. So that being said, I just wanted to update you guys on that, and I also wanted to say that I'm sure that you have a lot of questions as to what's going on or what's next. I've received quite a few on Instagram already, so I'm collecting them for a Q&A. So if you do have any questions on what's next, leave them below. There is still a big surprise coming for you, but I can't announce it just yet. Legal reasons, etc., etc. It's exciting, but I have to leave you in a little bit more suspense for that. I will let you know we're going to have some fun travels in the next month for sure. I can't wait to share that with you. And if you have any video requests, I'm starting to feel like my inspiration's back and I'm excited. I also want to let you guys know that that means that I'll be going back to 3 videos a week again, and that's starting ASAP. So that's going to be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'm going to be back with 3 videos a week, and this is going to be a variety like it normally is on digital nomad stuff, minimalism stuff, life in Italy, traveling, exploring, and law of attraction, etc., etc., whatever I'm feeling inspired by in that moment. So let me know any questions and all your questions below, any requests for videos, and I will try my best to fulfill all of them. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I just want to say thank you again. You truly mean the world to me, and your positive and kind messages really mean so much to me in those days when I was just having a really hard time in Toronto. You just brightened me up so much. So thanks to you. I'm so happy to have this amazing community, and I can't wait to start meeting more of you because I'm going to start doing meetups. So I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I love you, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.